Welcome, everybody. My name is Marilee Burnett, and I am back again with the tarot cards for this week. And it is a magical, powerful, fated week with a new moon solar eclipse that I'm sure everybody is aware of that is happening in the sign of Aries at 19 degrees, conjunct with Chiron during a Mercury retrograde. It doesn't get any crazier than this. So get ready for some very interesting messages and cards this week. And if you want more details or if you want a reading with me, I'll have the links down below to my website and to the articles that I've already published that will cover all of the signs and the houses and the impacts by detail. But of course, you will only know what your impacts are if you have created your own astrology chart. So you may want to do that and take a close look. Now, I'm going to talk to you about your sun, moon, and rising sign. So be sure to listen to all three and make sure that you are paying attention to anything that you may have going on in your life currently, because it has been since about March 17th that some little clues have been showing up for us. So you may want to sit back and look at your appointments and your calendars and your conversations for even more insight. Now, an eclipse means that your new beginning only happens when you let something else go. And it can be something that you can meet the energy and let go of your own accord. And if not, and it's fated, you're going to have to let it go anyway. And I can tell you from personal experience, do not fight fate, because it doesn't ever work. And it is just going to make your life miserable and you will be very frustrated. So instead, release whatever is trying to be taken out of your life, because it's no longer meant for you and it's not a part of your path. And when you let it go, and the sooner you let it go, the better opportunities that can show up for you and show up for you quickly. All right. So I'm going to talk to you about where in general, this may happen for you based on your sun, moon, and rising, which means I'm telling you the house and the themes that you may be dealing with. And you may find it beneficial to go back to last week where I talked about the Mercury retrograde, because as I mentioned, this is going to be ongoing until April 25th before it starts moving forward again. And that means we have intense energy for the next couple of weeks, and we need to slow down and we need to review. So think about what it is that you're trying to rush through that you know you need to slow down and truly appreciate. Okay, as usual, I will start us off with the sign of Aries, moving all the way through to the sign of Pisces. So get ready and let's see what the cards have to say. Oh boy. Sorry. Aries. We are starting off with the Tower card. You cannot make this stuff up. So, of course, Aries, this eclipse is happening in your first house, the house that represents the self, the image that you have, how other people see you. And the Tower card is, of course, a major arcana card of upheaval and change and breaking you free from the things that have you stuck. Now, Aries energy is about being strong and independent. You really don't have a problem with that, Aries, but you might need to look at how you are behaving in your relationships, and are you being too strong-willed? Or do you find yourself not stepping fully into your power, giving too much power away to a relationship just so you can be in one? Whatever the lesson is, by the time you're done with the eclipse and the Mercury retrograde work that you need to do on yourself, you will be a completely new and different, transformed person. So yes, the work ahead that you have is pretty dramatic, but it's needed in order to basically shake you loose from where you've been stuck for far too long. So let it go, Aries, and let me know in the comments what you are dealing with. And if you need a little help, you know where to find me. Up next, we have Taurus. All right, Taurus. So Taurus, you have the Two of Wands card, and I'm going to zoom out just a smidge for this. And with the Two of Wands, usually this is a business proposition, and there are two paths that are open ahead for you. Both will lead you down a path of success, but you have to choose one. And so this eclipse energy for you may be helping motivate you and direct you in the way that's going to be most beneficial for you, right? This is a fated decision that you have in front of you, and you have to balance the options, right? Twos mean balance. Wands mean making the choice that you feel most passionate about. And even if the money isn't the best with the choice that you're most passionate about, don't worry about that, because when we pursue our passions, money will follow. So truly follow your heart on this one. It will not lead you astray. And as a result, you'll end up really being pleased and happy. This is happening in your 12th house, Taurus. And 12th house things, because they are hidden beneath the surface, they can be related to the subconscious mind and are not necessarily clear to you, can sometimes go unnoticed. However, it is an eclipse and this is a fated journey. So lesser chance, even though it's in the 12th house, that you would miss this completely. And especially if you have any planets at 19 degrees, this can be large institutions like hospitals, government, buildings, if you work for a large company. So there can be a change in one of those institutions in some way if they are a part of your life now. Perfect time to work on releasing and letting go any kind of subconscious blocks that you may have to allowing yourself to pursue your passions. Maybe you're struggling with believing that you deserve to have everything that you desire. Well, this is the time to use the eclipse to eclipse out that kind of thinking and that kind of being so that you can fully step into all that you deserve. All right. Keep me posted, Taurus. Up next, we have Geminis. Gemini, you have the Hierophant, and as you can see, this looks like a priest or a pope, somebody who is higher up in the powers that be. So, and it also carries with it the energy of the 5, which is the energy of change. There could be for you a change in leadership roles that have to do with the work that you currently do. There could be a restructuring. It's also very much about traditions, right? So there is something that you're a part of. There may be a leader that you currently work with that could potentially be eclipsed out of their position, which would open up and change things for you. Again, it's a major arcana card, so this is a major event that can change your life. Since this eclipse happens in your 11th house, Geminis, that is the house that rules your friends, it rules your networking groups, and it also rules your benefactors. So again, I'm getting the sense that this is a change in leadership around you that impacts you and provides a new opportunity for you. Could be that a new friend is made as a result of new people coming into where you work. Or it could just be a new friend who's introduced to you by another friend that ends up playing a really important role. And then those benefactors, right? That's somebody who's a mentor and a leader, somebody who is looking to be able to help you improve maybe in your finances. So set your intentions, right? To be able to let go of any blocks to interacting with somebody in this kind of a high leadership role. Looking to them for guidance and leadership. Definitely stay connected And then look at the possibilities that are going to open up for you as a result of this person either coming in to replace somebody or, again, some big change in leadership around you that has a trickle-down effect and then opens up new opportunities for you that way. Cancers. Cancers. So the Eight of Cups will see you moving on from a situation that is just no longer fulfilling for you. This is literally walking away from a situation where you've been dissatisfied for quite some time. And the cups, of course, rule our emotions, and you're a water sign. So this is something that you know what this is. And you're just now finally at that point. And with the eclipse being this fated event that's coming up for you, that would say that you can't pretend to be happy where you're not. You can't hide from the disappointment anymore. And it's just literally time for you to move on. Now, the Eight of Cups, right? The 8 energy is about strength and leadership. We're in an 8 year now. So you have all the strength you need to be able to move on from whatever this situation is. What I find a little bit fascinating about this is this mole, right? So where's the mole? The mole does not see clearly during the daylight. It sees only at night. So there is something this eclipse is going to show you, right? In those moments where we're in complete darkness, if you're in the path of totality, that's when you're going to see your best. Now, this does happen in your 10th house. So this could have something to do with your career. It could have something to do with your status, your reputation, right? Something for someone that's a part of your current career path, again, could be leaving, could be moving on, and that will open up a new opportunity for you. So no matter what's moving out, moving on, moving away, it is for your greatest good. So don't fret too much about it. Let whatever this is go. Go ahead and turn your back on whatever the disappointment has been and start moving in a new direction, and you will be guided along the way. Leos. Another major arcana card, which I'm not surprised since it's such an intense week, but this is a beautiful card for you, Leo. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor during this eclipse, bringing you exactly what you've been wishing and hoping for, and that is a new beginning. It's a fated new beginning that is showing up for you. Now, this is in your 9th house. 9th house is everything to do with growing, expanding, a higher level of learning. This is about philosophy. It is about your values. So there is this huge opportunity that is opening up for you. But of course, you have to cooperate with that eclipse energy. So maybe there's something that you've been aligned with for a while. Maybe it's a group of people. Maybe it's a way of thinking. And in order to move forward on your path, you've got to let that go. You've got to let people go that truly are not on the same page as you and don't have the same kind of value system that you have. So it's a big, wonderful opportunity for you. You just got to show up and you just got to move forward. So it's not time for going back over anything. It's not time for repeating the lessons of the past. This is all about moving forward and starting again. That 10 reduces to the number 1. So this amazing new opportunity, but you just got to let whatever it is you're hanging on to go first. Leo, and then now we are moving on to Virgos. Well, Virgo, this is a beautiful card, Ace of Cups. So this is an opportunity to start something new related to your heart. This is very often something that shows up when a new relationship is getting ready to enter into your life. Now, if you're already in an existing relationship, this could be a reset in the relationship. The eclipse would help you remove the barriers between the two of you, between your hearts, so that you could have a fresh start. But it's definitely new love. So whether it's renewed love or brand new love, of course, depends on your situation. And again, the eclipse can help you eclipse out whatever blocks you have in place that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant and not being willing to open your heart and let somebody in so that you can have this fated new beginning where your relationships are concerned. Now, this happens for you in your 8th house, which is all about our intimate relationships and partnerships. So if we're talking about love, then this means you have to remove the barriers to intimacy that you have put up in order for this new love to show up for you. And of course, the ace is a number 1. So this is a brand new beginning in love for you. Now, let's say you're not interested in love with anybody else. This could be about self-love for you too. Whatever it is, your heart is about to be open and full. So definitely show up and join this energy, and please keep me posted. Next, we have Libra. So Libra, you of course your sign opposes Aries, and that is showing up with this King of Pentacles energy. So when you have this in your 7th house of serious relationships and business partnerships, this person, this King of Pentacles who's showing up for you, will help you either way, right? They're either somebody who is solid and trustworthy, financially responsible, and that benefits you both ways, whether this is a personal relationship or a business relationship. So the King of Pentacles moves slow, they're grounded, they're steady, and they're very trustworthy. So this would suggest that there may be somebody that you have to let go of in order for this person to be able to show up and for this successful relationship to happen. So all you have to do is believe, Libra. And of course, the King, the court cards are the number 1. So this too, again, it's not a surprise, right? This is a new moon. So we have new energy. We just have to let something go first. Some block to having a successful relationship has to be let go first. And when you do, when you trust, then this new person can come in. So keep me posted, Libras. Up next, we have Scorpio. I swear every week, no matter what deck I use, we have the beautiful Fool card. So Scorpios, you have the Fool card. So this eclipse is, again, removing blocks so that you can just take a leap of faith and trust the process. Trust what's being removed from your life is on purpose so that this amazing opportunity can show up for you. Now, when this happens in your 6th house, this can have a whole new opportunity for the work that you do showing up. And it is maybe something really far outside of your comfort zone, but that's the point of the Fool, right? The Fool is not that they're foolish, right? The Fool is just, I have no preconceived notions about where I'm headed. I just know I need to go on this journey and I have something important to learn. And the people that I need to help me on my journey will show up. I just have to start. I just have to move forward. And then there's this complete reset, right? This is the number 0. That is a beautiful energy for the eclipse. You just have to get out of your own way in order to take off and move forward in amazing ways. So I am looking forward to hearing from you, Scorpios, how this works out for you. Sagittarius. Wow, beautiful, beautiful card, Sagittarius. So this is all your hopes and dreams coming true as far as your family life, right? This is, your cups are full, your heart is full, you're really happy and joyous as a result of whatever you're letting go of so that you can have this beautiful experience. So what is it that you wish for? What are you afraid to wish for? Where are you blocking yourself off emotionally so that you're not allowing this to fully show up for you? Because that's what the energy of the eclipse will be helping you remove, is blocks to your happiness. So set that as your intention to release any blocks that you have to your happiness, and you might be amazed how quickly things change. It's the number 10, which of course reduces to the number 1. So of course this is a new beginning. And with this happening in your 5th house, this can be about your romantic life. This can be about your creativity, your hobbies, your passions, but it's truly about opening your heart and feeling the joy, letting go of any kind of anxiety, and just allow yourself to be happy, which, you know, Sagittarius, you always are up for a great adventure. So let yourself enjoy it. Move forward, let go of whatever is showing up that needs to be let go of, so that you can open your heart and enjoy this beautiful, happy time that's ahead of you. Capricorn. All right, of course we have another major arcana card. This one is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess has all of the answers, and so do you. And you have to go within in order to find those answers. So at the time of this eclipse, there is a reset. There is this moment of complete darkness and stillness where you can go within and get the answers that you seek. So it's some pretty intense work, and there's some very important answers that are coming your way. Now, if you feel like you're blocked and you aren't able to connect, maybe your third eye is clogged and you're just not getting the downloads, you will get them. That third eye will be cleared at the time of this eclipse, and those answers will present themselves to you, but they won't be direct. You still have to do the work. You still have to tune in, and you still have to pay attention. Now, this is happening in your 4th house. This rules over home and family. Could be something to do with your physical body. Could be something to do with your ancestry, with your mother. All topics related to the 4th house. So if one of those areas is blocked, stuck, this is the time to let the eclipse do the work and clear out anything that has left you on a bit of shaky ground, not having a good solid foundation. And of course, the number 2 is about needing balance. So think about what it is that you're really, really desperate to have answers for, and attach that request to this eclipse so that the blocks to you getting those answers related to maybe your family history can be removed. All right, Capricorns, keep me posted. Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, you seem to have the Knight of Wands showing up for you during this eclipse, which is a very fast-moving, passionate energy that can bring really swift changes into your life. So, of course, another energy of the number 1, a new beginning. It could be a new romantic person that comes in, but just remember, it's Mercury retrograde. The Knight of Wands likes to sweep you off your feet and won't necessarily stay around for long. So you want to take this one really slow and just have some fun with it. Now, this happens in your 3rd house. So this could be a lot of, like I said, talk that sounds really promising, but again, you just want to make sure that you give it time. You may feel that anything that's blocking you from easily communicating your wants and your desires, your passion for your current work, you could find, for instance, maybe you like to sing and you feel blocked, like you can't fully access all of your gifts. Well, this person could come in, help you understand your gifts, guide you and teach you how to open up your voice more, and you would end up maybe acting or singing, something where you could be very much, on stage and teaching other people. So exciting times ahead for you, Aquarius. All right, last but not least, of course, we end on yet another major arcana card, and Pisces, this is the Chariot. So the Chariot is about your need to drive your own success. But you too have some choices. There are two paths ahead of you, and you will need to choose which path is going to work out best. The number 7 requires us to go within and do a lot of reflecting before we can make that choice. Now, this does happen in your second house. So if you've been looking for a job, well, you may have thought you made a decision about one, and something happens and a past opportunity presents itself to you again, and then you have to decide. Now, sometimes this shows up when you're going to be commuting a lot. Sometimes this shows up when you're going to get a new vehicle. So just be cautious. Anytime there's things going on with transportation during a Mercury retrograde and an eclipse, I would just say be careful as you're driving this next week. And above all things, trust your gut. The choice that you need to make isn't in your head. It isn't about overthinking what you should do. This is money, right? This is the money that you're going to make. And this is your second house. And this has everything to do with your self-worth. And whatever you think you're worth, that's how much money you are going to make. You can't make more than you think you're worth. So really think carefully about that as you go within and reflect on that. But there is amazing opportunities ahead for you. So let go of those blocks to worthiness and see how huge the potential is about to show up for you. Okay, that's everybody. Pretty big energy this week as I expected. Of course, if you have questions, you know where to find me. I love your comments. I love your feedback. And definitely keep me posted. I tell you, it will be intense. I've been saying this over and over again. I don't recommend going outside and viewing this eclipse. It just doesn't, it has too much painful energy attached to it with the Chiron energy. I would just be cautious as you're traveling. You're already seeing things like the earthquakes that have been showing up randomly, strange places, weirdness. Well, as Jupiter and Uranus continue to join together this week and get closer and closer over the next 10 days or so, we're going to have even more weird things showing up. So this is just a time to be extra careful, stay off your phone while you're walking and driving. And it's just not a time for taking weird, big, crazy risks. So there's my 2 cents. Do with it what you will. And again, keep me posted and watch for my astro lesson where I'll go into even more detail about what I have briefly mentioned here. All right, take care, everybody, and keep me posted. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Go check out the astro lesson also on my YouTube channel to see the full week broken down day by day. Take care.